It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Welcome to the morning show on XL7-TV. Thank you for joining us. I'm David Stroud here with Scooter Scott Callies.
I got one job to do, and that's count us down, and you got to mess with me.
Oh, what you talking about? We're live. I started just on time.
I'm not talking to you anymore.
Oh.
No.
We're moving on then.
We're going to get the cold shoulder. No.
Yeah.
How are you today?
I'm good. It's only Tuesday. Already the cold shoulder. It's about to be really cold.
It is, but we did have a little frost on the pumpkin this morning. There was some frost on my windshield.
I did. Yep.
So it's a little chilly this morning. Not bad, but a little chilly.
Yeah. I opened the garage to see so I could remote start the truck. That way it would get the defroster going, and it had a little bit. And it didn't even thaw it off. I may have been running like 2 minutes before I was like, all right, it's time to go. Jumped in the truck and,
It's kind of like me. I got that remote start, but I forget to take it upstairs with me. Mm-hmm. So I got to wait until I'm dressed and everything. I come down, I hit the button, and then it's like 2 minutes I'm in the truck.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But it is nice to have.
It is nice to have. Get it warmed up. That way you're not frozen butt on the way to work.
Gets the defrosters going and everything kind of starting to thaw out.
Right.
And then you're doing one of them. There's the hole I can see through until it warms up.
That's not safe. Don't do that. If it's going to make you late to work, just wait till it defrosts so you can see. Right.
That's the safe way to go. Yeah, that's probably the safest.
Don't be doing scooters. I got this much to see.
There's usually a little strip at the bottom that you can get down there.
Oh, that's the best part. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can see. You can see fine.
Oh, yeah. Just
lean
that seat back.
Until you got another vehicle coming and those headlights just like, oh, man, I can't see nothing now.
They crystallize a glare across the ice on your windshield, and you're just like, hey, just hold on tight.
Well, this is going to be a roller coaster day.
It is.
And not talking about the show. I'm talking about weather and everything else going on. But
it is.
It will be a little different today.
Right.
So batten down the hatches.
Get ready for Snowmageddon.
Snowmageddon. We're going to get some, and I know that, they're kind of like, everybody's, how much are you going to get? Well, you're going to get 1 to 3, and then 5 to 8, and then you get all these numbers. And I think a lot of it's because we're going to be right there on the temperature line. If you look, the low is only 33. Mm-hmm. And I know that's below freezing, but it's not that much. So when is it going to change? When is it going to start coming back up? And
yeah.
It'll be anxious to see.
Is 33 below freezing?
Well, you can get snow at 33.
You can't? Okay.
Yeah.
But 32, right? 32
sure,
and below.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Well, I'm asking.
On the snow? That's a good question. Because you're not talking about necessarily a freezing mark for it to snow.
Right.
Because temperatures got to be different. I always thought in my head, for some reason, was 36 was the line that you could actually get snow.
Okay. That's even more than I thought. I literally thought it had to be 32.
We need to look this up at break.
We're going to have to. All right.
All right.
You know what you forgot to do?
Whoop, whoop.
As long
as I get it into the show, you should have not said
I wasn't going to say, well, no, because it worked. I just wanted everybody to know right now. I distracted him right before he pressed the button to come on live. Because you made me mad and made me stop talking to you. And he missed doing it. He missed doing it. Everybody knows it. It's live on the air. You can't deny it.
We got a show to do. Will you get control of the show?
Okay, Roller Funeral Home, with all our respect. We sure do appreciate them in our time of need when we lose a loved one. They have 29 in the state, one in Memphis, Tennessee. They've been around for a long, long time. They are professionals, and they are there to help. It's been a very difficult time. Nobody enjoys losing a loved one, that's for sure. And with that, let's pause now for the morning prayer. And dear Lord, please watch over our nation as we continue to argue about nothing. This is getting worse by the day, and we really could use you in our country. I'm not sure why people don't feel like that's a good thing. I know it can be, even religion can be polarizing, but you're there to help us, nothing else but that. And I just hope that you reach people in that way. And this I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Roller Funeral Home, with all our respect. Give them a call at 870-425-2161. Talk about pre-need service. Always good to have a plan in place for when the unthinkable happens. Your family will be taken care of. Scooter and I have talked about this many a times. Have a plan in place to at least know what you want to do. Let your family know what you want to do. And then, give them a call and you can set it up. And if you need to, you can make payments on it. That way it's all paid for.
That way your loved ones don't have the burden of putting it all together, doing all the stuff.
Right.
They're mourning your loss. You've moved on.
Yeah.
Have it taken care of.
Exactly. All right, let's take a break now for Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team.
Well, folks, have you been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going?
See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should have called the Z Team.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV, and don't be left hanging. That's what makes me think. Don't be left hanging. Don't just have somebody come in and list your house and then split. You're going to want professionals to take care of you.
Walk you through everything, get you in the ride home for the right time of your life.
Exactly. So you can give Bob and Linda Zadora a call at 870-405-0793. They're realtors you'd recommend to a friend. And we recommend them. It just, I don't know how many times you can say it in so many different ways, is you want somebody that's going to take care of you before, during, and after the sale.
Yep.
And that's how they're gonna look at it. And that's what they've done in the 14 or 15 years, I think.
I don't know. It seems like they've been here forever.
Yeah, I know.
They know the in and outs. They know the real estate business like it's on the back of their hand.
Exactly.
I mean, you sit down and talk to them, they'll tell you exactly what's going on in this market today. Mm-hmm. They'll be able to walk you through how and all the steps that need to be taken. They will take care of all the red tape. Mm-hmm. It'll be smooth for you.
Yeah.
But they're used to the headaches. They know how to get through them. They know how to get the stuff done. In today's market, that's a hard job.
Exactly.
It really is. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you look at everything they got to do and all the domino pieces that got to come together and everything for it to be smooth for that buyer.
That's right.
Or seller.
Exactly. Buyer selling a home, same thing. They're doing the same thing. Let's take a look at the White River, brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team. Oh my goodness, it's starting off beautiful.
The calm before the storm.
Calm before the storm. It's going to look a whole lot different tomorrow. You're going to have to go to retiredarkansas.net tomorrow after.
Actually, I would go tonight and watch it snowing.
Oh, yeah, definitely go tonight. For sure, you can see it. It changes over to black and white for night vision view, and it looks like what did I say? That meteors or
yeah, it's pretty cool looking.
It is really cool.
There's our fisherman.
There he is, and he's getting out at 7:08 like clockwork. That door is opening up. Are you doing this? Are you doing
I have not talked to the guy yet.
Did you just text your buddy and say, okay, this is every day. Now, yesterday we were at a little different point at the time that we seen the truck. We knew the truck was there.
I'm going to have to get up in the morning at 7:08 and look to see if he's there tomorrow.
I mean, the guy.
Snow.
In the snow. There you go. And then take a screenshot of it, because you can screenshot this.
Yes.
Make it a view on your computer. But also, so Scooter has proof for the Thursday show that he was still there. I don't think he's going fishing tomorrow.
I don't know that I'll be up.
I don't.
If we got that much snow on the ground, guess what, guys? There will not be a live show tomorrow.
No, and it's just safer than sorry, And we should be back on Thursday if that's the case, and I feel like it will be.
Water looks down a little bit, though.
Yeah. And not really rolling, and they're generating. So, who knows how that works? I don't know. It's beautiful. Beautiful, though. And Bob and Linda Zadora bring this to you 24/7 on their website at retiredarkansas.net. You can also find their listings, the MLS listings. They are senior real estate specialists. They are Going to help you find the right home for the right time of your life, as Bob Zadora would say. If you're looking to downsize to something more manageable or even move back with family, give them a call to help list your home to find you something, that's in town. Sometimes you're out of town, you need to move closer to town.
And they can help you sell the home you got here, but find a realtor that will help you back there too. They've got a big net, and they can find a realtor.
Yes,
they've got all the backdoor stuff to look at, so they know how to find you the right person.
I'm glad you brought that up, because not everybody's going to stay.
No. Some people are going to move back with their kids. I mean, they're getting to that age, and their kids want them around, and they may be moving to another state.
Exactly. And I'm sure glad you brought that up, because they will find you a realtor that's like-minded, that will take care of you. They're not just going to throw you to the wolves. They're not just going to list your house and say, okay, we've got this, you go figure it out. You're right. You're right. They're gonna help you find somebody that's gonna take care of you wherever you're moving to.
Yep.
Yeah. It's Scooter Mountain.
I had to yell at it.
I know. Like squirrel. He's right. It's Scooter Mountain. We don't know the real name of it. We will never know. So I have dubbed the Scooter Mountain. That's up in Missouri somewhere. But look how far this zooms in. Look, you see the cattle in the field?
Yep.
Now keep on the trucking. That's impressive. Amazing. That is an impressive camera.
And the detail.
Mm-hmm. That is Collar, Arkansas, in the Horseshoe Bend of the White River. They live in Marion County, looking into Baxter County. And to the left would be Bull Shoals. To the far right is going to be Mountain Home. And it's absolutely amazing, the views and the waterways and everything we have to enjoy this God's country.
I agree.
Nice. Very nice. Look at the water rolling. Sometimes you just want to sit and watch it, and we've got to talk.
You got a show to do.
Got a show to do. And it's time to look at the weather. Brought to you by the Z Team, Bob and Linda Zadora. Before you move it off, let me... that's okay.
It's all right. I'll put it back.
Read that, please. That's do, pretty. Because...
he forgot to update his map.
But we get to gabbing, and I just forget to push the button.
You've got the gift of gab.
I forget to push the button every day now for 8 months. Longer than that, 9 months.
Can't teach this old dog new tricks.
Nope. I'm just going to every day. Okay, here we go. In Mountain Home, Arkansas, it's 26. Harrison, Arkansas, 25. Batesville, 30. Yellville, 25. Marshall, 25. Salem, 25. Mountain View, 25. Calico Rock, 26. West Plains, Missouri at 25. Springfield at 29. Poplar Bluff at 29. And St. Louis at 27.
Let me guess, 25?
25 is the winner today in multiple towns. And just so you know, the weather has to be a balmy 32 degrees for snow. I looked it up while we were gone. And in order for the surface precipitation type to be snow, the atmospheric temperature must be at or below 32 degrees to ensure that no melting occurs. See, I always thought it was 32.
But it's got to be 32 up there to make the snow.
Yes, 32 up there. And usually it is colder up there. Yeah. Usually it is. Let's see, National Weather Radar. You see it coming. Look at this across Oklahoma and Texas. Now, at first, we're going to start to get the rain, and then it's going to turn into the snow, and we'll show you the hourly here in a second. There's really not a whole lot of activity going on anywhere else in the country. You can see a little bit up there in upstate New York. And over Seattle, Washington, they're always getting it. It's just, it's a magnet for it. But that right there is what we're looking at. That is heading towards us. We are going to get it. There's just no way around it. Sometimes I'm always a little question mark, but it's coming. You can see a 9-state area that it's got from New Mexico all the way into New York. You can see we have a winter storm warning now crossing through northern part of Arkansas. I mean the western part all the way through central Oklahoma, the panhandle of Texas. And they've got winter weather advisories to the north of that line and south, just a little bit underneath. But it looks like this tan is a wind advisory. So whatever the storm's bringing in, it's going to bring in some heavy winds down to the southern
Well, they were
part.
showing down by Texas and stuff that they had a chance for strong thunderstorms and tornadoes down there. So.
And here we go. If you want to know forecast snowfall amounts, buddy, Harrison is at 9 to 10. If you can see, we've got some red and some orange areas, so I think we're more of 6 to 7. In the high mountains, what are they? How do you say that? Ouachita Mountains? Ozarks and Ouachita, if I could read. Anyway, it's going to be pretty heavy, 8 inches or higher. 7-day forecast today. We got mostly cloudy, then rain, then the snow, 80% chance, high of 43. Tonight, heavy snow and breezy, 100%, low of 32. Wednesday, cloudy, high of 37. Wednesday night, mostly cloudy, low of 25. Thursday, partly sunny, high of 36. Thursday night, partly cloudy, low of 25. Friday, sunny, then breezy, sunny, then sunny and breezy, high of 48. Friday night, mostly clear, low of 30. Saturday, mostly cloudy, high of 39. The hourly look. You see this here? So about 1 o'clock, the rain's going to move in. It's going to shower on us until about 5, and then the snow is going to start. And the snow runs from 5 p.m., approximate. It might be sooner, it might be later, all the way through the 100%, 90s, 100%, and then it starts to drop to 80 at 3 a.m., 4 a.m., snow showers, and then 5 a.m. That's when it starts to really dissipate, and then 6. So we're talking 5 to 5, 12 hours of snowfall. That's why I think, we're hitting.
You start seeing 100% on there, yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to get something.
Yeah. And I think at least 5 inches. At least 5.
You think,
that's what
your
I
prediction?
think. That's my prediction as a weatherman that never went to school for it and just reads it off a website.
But his professional opinion.
In my professional opinion.
Hey, don't do this at home. He's a trained amateur.
That's right. Norfolk Lake water levels at 553.47. They're 1.47 feet above full pool. They're generating 1. Bull Shoals Lake water level is at 656.91. Level is 2.09 feet above full pool, and they're generating 4. That's why I was surprised, and it didn't look like it was moving too much. But, yeah, what are you going to do? As a look at your weather, brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z-Team. Give them a call at 870-405-0793. Go to retiredarkansas.net. Find the listings, find their MLS listings. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, you can get, have really good success with Bob and Linda Zadora.
They will help you out. They'll walk you through every step. They'll make sure every T is crossed, every I is dotted, and all the red tape is taken care of.
Exactly. All right, let's take a break, and then we'll come back with a little bit of community news.
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed?
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. And Mountain Home High School Career Academies is having their empty bowls to feed the hungry soup dinner. It'll be Thursday, February 23rd, 4 to 6 p.m. at the Mountain Home High School cafeteria. All proceeds donated to the Food Bank of North Central Arkansas. $10 per ticket. Purchase includes choice of soup. First 150 attendees will be able to choose a handmade ceramic bowl to keep. Non-refundable if event is canceled due to inclement weather. Purchase can be made from individual students, but you can also contact Beth Ivans at bivans@mhbombers.com or Christy Lawrence at clawrence@mhbombers.com. It's a worthy cause there. And help us travel to French-speaking Quebec, Canada. The Mountain Home High School French Club will have a chili supper to raise funds for summer 2024 trip to Quebec. That'll be Friday, February 3rd, so that's coming up soon. It'll be 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. at the Century 21 Lee Mack Realty office at 1024 Highway 62 East. It's $5 for a bowl of chili and a to-go container. You get condiments and dessert. You can order by contacting Christy Lawrence at clawrence@mhbombers.com or purchasing a ticket from a French Club student. Make checks payable to the Mountain Home High School French Club. It'll be really fun for them. So,
I do want to mention a couple things. The wrestling meet that was supposed to happen tonight, tri-meet with Sylvan Hills and Russellville, it is going to be moved to Thursday the 26th. Weather permitting, it will be at the Mountain Home High School gym. Hopefully we're able to pull that off. Also, 7th, 8th, and 9th basketball games versus Paragold set up for tonight on Tuesday has been rescheduled for Thursday. The January 31st starting at 4 p.m. Actually moved to Tuesday of next week, sorry. January 31st at 4 p.m. at the Mountain Home Junior High Gym. Thursday, January 26th, there will be a 9th grade boys and girls only basketball versus West Memphis East. They will not be doing an 8th grade game on Thursday. And also the high school basketball game at Greenbrier that's supposed to be tonight, the decision will not be made till this morning, about 8 o'clock, before they decide what they're going to do with that game. Weather is just getting, they just don't know what to do. I would assume that they're going to try to, they're probably working out a rescheduled time.
Reschedule it, yeah.
But they have not announced it and won't be announcing it until sometime this morning. So,
okay.
Just so people know.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. We're going to go ahead and take a break, and we're going to come back with Spencer Adcock. He is the athletic director of ASU MH.
Be right back.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Are you looking for the best barbecue in 2 states?
Holy smokes!
Want the meatiest fall-off-the-bone ribs?
Holy smokes!
The most tender and delicious pulled pork?
Holy smokes!
The tastiest brisket in the Ozarks?
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering is the only place you need to go. Dine in, carry out, and the best food for your next catered event.
Holy smokes!
We're your mountain home for great barbecue cooking.
Holy smokes!
A higher calling for your taste buds.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Our guest is Spencer Adcock. He is the athletic director of our Arkansas State University in Mountain Home. How are you this morning?
Good. How are you?
Good. Ready for the snow?
Yeah. As soon as it gets here, we're headed down south.
You're out of here, yeah.
Yeah, we're I think we'll get the front end of it and hopefully be about 5.5 hours away from afterwards. So
right on. Well, this is our first time meeting, and usually when I meet somebody for the first time, I like to ask just where you're from, how long you've been here, how long you've been with ASU, your career, all the things.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm from Heber Springs, Arkansas, so another lake town. Grew up there. Grew up in a little town called Rosebud, just outside of Heber Springs. But graduated high school from Heber, played baseball there. Went to Crowder College and then went to Arkansas Tech University, and then ended up getting hurt and having cut the baseball career pretty short. And but after that, I found my way up to Fayetteville, Arkansas, and got into college coaching a little bit. Coached at a small school, junior college in Little Rock, called Arkansas Baptist College, and then I coached at Arkansas Tech for a little while, and then right as COVID hit, I kind of pivoted and started a indoor facility, a training facility, and we had about 6 or 7 professional athletes, 4 or 5 that were in the MLB, and some other guys that were playing minor league ball, and a lot of college athletes that trained with us, and kind of focused on the higher level athletes, and got a little bit into the youth side. But after that, about that time, we got the phone call about Mountain Home. This I guess it was July. I think it was July the 9th. We got the phone call from about the Mountain Home job, and I took that as the baseball coach. Actually, I accepted the job on July the 9th. And we had, I think there were 3 people that were planning on coming to play. And by August 14th, we had 41 guys, and played a 14 date schedule in the fall. Those are 3 7-inning games apiece. Went 19-3 this fall, and had a really good fall, and start our spring season this weekend.
Yeah. So how does it work in college, the division that you're in?
So we are Region 2, Division 2 junior college. So the Region 2 it's comprised of like Oklahoma and Arkansas junior colleges. I think right now there's about 5 of us in Arkansas, and then there's 6 in Oklahoma. And we travel between Oklahoma and Arkansas and play those regional games. Mm-hmm. This being our first year, we can't compete in the playoffs this first year.
I didn't know that.
It's Lyon College is going through the same thing. I think they actually have to, when you're in a 4-year school. I know in NCAA, it's almost like I think it's like a 3 or 4 year turnaround. I remember when UFIS went from junior college to Division 2 NCAA. It was about 4 years that they couldn't compete, and they couldn't compete for a championship. Because you've got a lot of, like in junior college, or Lyon used to be NAIA. They have a lot more scholarships and stuff, and you got to give all those scholarships time to get out of there and let everything restart, so everything's fair for everybody. For us, it was just because we got started so late.
Yeah. I didn't know how any of that works. It's kind of surprising, but I guess I can understand they want you to just.
Well, they make the schedules. Like we got our schedule for next year.
Yeah.
About 4 months ago. So they make that schedule almost a year and a half in advance, and just jumping into that conference schedule screws up umpiring, screws up games, screws up travel, budgets, all kinds of stuff. So, it was either that or wait a year to get in, and we wanted to get our feet wet and go after it, and we're gonna play a good tough schedule this year, and I think it was the best move for the college. So
very good. So you do dual roles. You're the head baseball coach and also the athletic director?
Yes, sir. I'm also the athletic director at the school, and which is, they're both full-time jobs.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, they're definitely both full-time jobs, but we've got softball, we've got bass fishing, we've got cross country, and we've got esports. So.
Bass fishing.
Yeah.
I did not know. I didn't know they had bass fishing.
That's
esports.
Esports.
So that's gaming.
Gaming. And they play Call of Duty, Apex, Rocket League.
Did they really?
Yeah. And they go to events, and you've got a chance to win scholarship money at those events to pay for your school here or your school elsewhere, or just go into scholarship account. We've got I'd be lying if I told you what the dollar amount was for the
that's okay
for the facility that we have over on campus. But I mean, we've got probably 10 or 15 computers on, really nice gaming computers on campus, a really cool little gaming center in there. I mean, it's a big thing. When the new guys come, it's hard to keep them out of there. So
they want to play,
and we're recruiting for all those sports right now. So like these all cross country, esports, bass fishing, softball, baseball. We're recruiting the Twin Lakes area for all of these sports right now. And with esports and bass fishing, it makes sense to really hone in on the local kids around here.
Definitely.
Because there's not many places that have the bodies of water that we have around here.
Yeah.
And then
if you want to fish, this is the place to come.
In baseball, we can get kids to come in from Puerto Rico and Washington State and stuff like that to come play because of the opportunity and the chance to get drafted, the chance to play at a bigger school. Probably not going to happen with esports, so that's kind of a way for us to with our athletic teams go after really go after a lot more local kids and give them some extracurricular stuff to do on campus, because if you graduate from this area, it's very, very, very inexpensive to go to Mountain Home.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah.
You can almost get enough scholarships and grants that they're paying you to go to school.
100%.
Because my daughter did. So that's really good. Your baseball team, you say, made up of quite a diverse student body. You get them from Puerto Rico?
We've got two from Puerto Rico. We've actually got you guys know who Francisco Lindor is. He's a infielder. He's an MLB infielder. We've actually got his nephew on the team.
Really?
We've got two kids from Puerto Rico. We've had kids come in from out west. We've got a kid from Colorado. We've got a kid from Delaware. We've got a kid from Kansas City, about 6 or 7 from Texas, 2 from Louisiana, Tennessee. I mean, they're from all over. A couple from Oklahoma.
That's great.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That really is, to bring them into our school. Yeah, in our area.
And
it was a great idea to bring athletics to college.
I think so. I think when you start, just the economic impact of it. Like you think about. This year we've only got about 5 home games because we got in so late and we had to build the schedule. But normally we'll have about 25 home games. You're talking about bringing in between 40 and 50 players from another team on baseball, and then you've got softball that's about 25 or 30, and then the other sports of cross country brings in big meets. All those parents have to go eat. That bus is going to pull in and get gas. That they're probably going to stay the night in a hotel. The parents are going to Airbnb. What I've noticed with our kids is, they'll come here for that first semester, first year, and then a lot of times their moms and dads are seeing how pretty it is up here.
That's what I was about to say.
And now we've already got kids that they're wanting to buy a house here. They can live here while their kids in school, and then they've got a vacation home when they leave.
That's awesome.
The economic impact of it's pretty cool.
Yeah, most definitely. And we can't think of a better place to live, and I can see the allure of it while their kids are here and they're visiting.
That's right.
That's great. That's exactly why they needed to bring sports here.
Well, and you look at it. If you look at it compared to all these other programs, we've got a Walmart. We've got, a lot
one of the biggest Walmarts.
Like a lot of places, they don't. you can't go to a Walmart, let alone a Home Depot or Harbor Freight or anything like that. But it's a lot of these towns, you'll ask them where the best place to eat is, and they're like, this little gas station up the road is really good. But here, you've got Chili's, you've got Colton's, you've got everything you want. I mean, it's really easy to recruit to this town.
Yeah, very good. It's almost 7:35. Let's go ahead and take a break, and we'll come back with more from Spencer Adcock. He's the athletic director of Arkansas State University and Mountain Home.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. Scrap Daddy's Metals is a full-service scrap recycling center accepting your scrap metals for recycling, paying you top dollar for all of your recyclable metals. They even buy cars and catalytic converters. Give them a call today at 870-424-6120 or visit them at 2821 Highway 5 North in Mountain Home. At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we are here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville. Close to
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. We're visiting with Spencer Adcock. He's the athletic director of Arkansas State University Mountain Home. And you have the players here, baseball, softball, track, cross country. What facilities do you use for now?
Well, we use Keller Park for softball. We're pretty unique in cross country. We actually have a cross country track on campus, which is there's a lot of mid-major Division I campuses that don't have that.
Mm-hmm.
For the esports, we have a facility on campus that is that's been built out for that. Bass fishing, obviously, we use the lakes. And then baseball and softball, Mitch Husky's given us the green light to go ahead and use the indoor early in the mornings and stuff like that when nobody's in there, and that's essential. Mm-hmm. And we're really gracious to him for for helping us out with that. And then on the baseball field, we're at Cooper Park. And Lester's been amazing. I think it's been mutually beneficial. We went out there and we rebuilt the bullpen mounds and put new clay on and top dressed it, and we work on the field every day. We ryegrass it early, so it's something we can give daily attention to, and it just really makes that when you've got a natural surface field like that, and daily attention makes all the difference. And so I think he's really excited about that. He's
helping.
Oh yeah. And and the city, the mayor, and Parks and Rec have been just absolutely amazing. Daniel Baxley at Parks and Rec, I feel like every time I talk to him, I feel like he's doing something for us or helping us out or asking what do you need, and I just can't thank him enough. He's been absolutely amazing. And the mayor, if it wasn't for the mayor, then we wouldn't have. If it wasn't for the mayor and Mitch, this would have been extremely hard to do as fast as we did it.
Yeah, that's exactly the kind of community we have, though. I think. How long have you been here?
So I moved here in July.
In July, that's
my wife and I did.
Yeah. So and you're seeing that, and I think a lot of people see that in no time at all. That this community really rallies together to do stuff like this.
The parents of these kids are floored because they've got the sports circle is fairly small wherever you go, and these kids come on campus, and then the community brings them in. We've got there's a family from Puerto Rico that lives in Mountain Home. They heard that, probably from us being on here and talking about it, they heard that there was a couple kids from Puerto Rico. They reached out and they called and said, "Hey, can we cook your guys dinner, and can they come over?" And so now they go over. They go over a couple times a semester and get a good home cooked meal, and they love that. I think I'd love to tell you every church that's made us meals, but I think we've probably had 7 or 8 churches that have made us meals and invited our guys in and fed them, and some people may look at that and say, we're helping feed. What you're really doing is you're helping pour into them. A lot of these kids are 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours away from home. Some of these kids that are from Mountain Home, they're here, but it's that it gives them a place to get the softball team together, to get the baseball team together, to get the cross country team together, and get all them together and pour into them, and instead of having them do other things.
Exactly.
And the parents have just loved it. That's the biggest. That's literally one of the biggest compliments we get is it's how pretty the school is, how great the school works with getting the guys into their degrees, and they're on top of everything.
The
over
focus
there.
is
the
on
focus
them.
is on the kids and the betterment of the kid. And then the community. It's those 3 things, and I promise I hear it every single day.
Yeah, they can see they're in a place that cares.
That's right.
And that does make all the difference. I've had horror stories of where they go other places and they're just a number.
Yeah, and that's athletics, and that's what really drew me to this place was athletics in a lot of places. You can think with COVID, you can think with all these other, with COVID and online opportunities, and I talked to Dr. Myers, and he's one of his big concerns. He never said, "Hey, we're looking to drive enrollment through the roof," or He never said that. It wasn't like, "Hey, we need all this money." He wanted to increase the engagement on campus. And that's the number one thing that our instructors are saying. It's just a different dynamic on campus now. Used to, I think it was a little bit harder to recruit kids to come into the community college where they grew up at. I know I went to Heber Springs, ASU Heber Springs. I felt like everybody that went there was my dad's age, and when I wanted to get out of Heber Springs.
Yeah.
Well, you add athletics to that, and you see all your peers go over there, and you see success happen in it. You see other schools come in. You see a kid get drafted to play professional baseball. And you see him on the news. Like it creates a way different engagement on campus, and gives the guys a launching pad to go somewhere else, gives the girls a launching pad to go somewhere else, gives people a place to come get an associate's, to get a technical degree. Like there's all kinds of
you can start off your first couple of years here and not leave in a mountain of debt also. Because the way the scholarships and Pell Grants, everything's set up, it's not expensive. And that was one of the main reasons why Kirsten went ahead and came back here. She started off at a different school and had a soccer scholarship, and she was actually a freshman starter. But she still had to work and still had to take out some student loans to go to that school, And after her first semester, she wanted to come back here because of that. It was just so much. Athletics, trying to work, trying to go to school.
And knowing that interest rate is...
Yeah. And so it was a lot. That's a lot on a kid,
Yeah.
And she comes back here and got money back. Was going to ASU Mountain Home, got money back. She decided to go ahead and move back over to Jonesboro because she can do ASU Mountain Home online. Because she met so many people over there and other activities. She just has so many friends over there. She wants to live over there, and that's what she does.
100%.
She does ASU Mountain Home online. She'll be finishing her 2 years, and then she's going to transfer over to Jonesboro. And it's like you said, a great stepping stone to start
100%.
off here. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's education on helping people understand that, these high school kids can really utilize Mountain Home.
Definitely.
I mean, you could save a lot. The parents could save a lot of money.
I can see how you're getting them from other states.
Well, think about how
recruiting.
socioeconomic travel sports are. I'm a baseball coach. I obviously revert to baseball a lot, but just travel sports in general, you can spend. It's really funny to me when you start talking about scholarships and stuff. It's if you take 12 hours, it's around. I think our credit hour rate is $98.
Yeah.
I might be wrong.
If it's changed, I can remember it being that.
You're talking after tuition, books, and fees, $2,200-$2,300 maybe, and when you're talking softball and baseball now, I promise you spend more than that in half the year.
Yeah.
If you're traveling around and
definitely.
It's I don't know how soccer is, I don't know how wrestling is and stuff like that, but I promise you that it's also really easy to go find somewhere where it costs you $16,000-$18,000 in a semester or a year, and and that adds up really quick.
Yeah, it's $30,000 for a year. So $15,000. It's insane.
Yeah,
the amount of money that I can bring. And I'm all for getting an education if that's what you want to do. You want to go to college. I'm all for technical school.
100%.
If that's not for you. It's just the cost of it is getting out of hand.
100%.
And they're having, people are having hundreds of thousands of dollars in student loans when they get out.
Well, that's one of the best places about ASU Mountain Home is they got best of both worlds. You want the college side of it, or you want the technical side. They have both. They have something for everybody.
They really do. And now they have sports.
And now they have sports.
Yeah. And
I'll tell you what, that I didn't know it before I came over here. The shed, the shed over there.
Yeah.
With the events that they have.
That they have. You've got an opportunity to get a real college experience here. You've got an opportunity to, you can go see concerts. They do movie screenings over there. They do plays. They do musicals. They do all kinds of stuff in there. And then you've got a town,
right?
And
which is growing in the way of not like tons of people, just stuff to do.
100%.
And there's the lakes and the rivers, and that's my thing.
100%.
I absolutely love doing that. But if you're not really into that, we needed other things, and that's starting with the entertainment district. That's starting to grow itself. So it's something for everybody.
100%.
Yeah, most definitely. Take another break.
One more quick break.
One more quick break, and we'll come back with more from Spencer Adcock.
Sorry.
Close to Lake Norfolk and a short journey to Jordan County Line Liquor is your destination for all your refreshment needs. They offer the widest variety of all your wines, beers, and liquors with the cleanest atmosphere and the largest selection in the area. Not sure what to get? Ask Jordan County Line Liquor's friendly and knowledgeable staff for an expert recommendation you can't go wrong with. Also, don't forget about the Smoker's Den for all your smoking and accessory needs. That's Jordan County Line Liquor, close to Lake Norfolk, located on Highway 177 in Jordan, Arkansas.
Well, folks, have you been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going?
See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should have called the Z-Team.
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. We're visiting with Spencer Adcock. He's athletic director and the head baseball coach at Arkansas State University Mountain Home. And so I usually catch them off guard, catch coaches off guard. What is your coaching philosophy and your core values?
Coaching philosophy, I mean, I tell our guys, I kind of connect that to kind of our mission statement.
Okay.
The number one thing I tell our guys is that, and I kind of turn this into, as a leader, as a athletic director, as former, business owner, my job's not to motivate you. My job is to create an environment for a motivated individual to excel.
There you go.
And so, that's a lot of times. I think a lot of times, and then early on in my coaching career, I felt like I was in charge of motivating people, in charge of getting the best out of this person.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started recruiting the guys that wanted the best out of themselves. And then you shift from, I think as a young coach, I was more, hey, tactics and let's do all this stuff. And now it's more, once you can work on logistics and create that environment, well, the better logistics you can have, the better environment that you can have, the more you can get done, and your guys really appreciate it, or your guys and girls really appreciate it because of that.
Yeah. So
what was the other question?
The core values.
Core values for us. I mean, community service is huge.
Okay.
Community service is absolutely huge. We probably did 200 hours of it in the fall.
Yeah.
The other core values is I mean, we're gonna play hard. We're gonna be respectful to the game, and then again goes back to what we just talked about. We're gonna not necessarily demand excellence, but we're gonna give you that environment. We're gonna expect excellence out of it.
Right.
That turns into study hall and tutoring, and we've got guys if you see our guys with facial hair, that means we have a 3.0 team GPA. So if the team GPA,
so they gotta be clean shaven if they're slacking on their schoolwork.
Well, the team does. The whole team does.
Oh wow!
So if the team GPA is below 3.0, then they can't have facial hair.
Oh
and
wow!
They got to be high and tight.
Yeah.
That's tough, but you want to talk about getting kids to buy in. That's
right.
I
like that.
Right now we have facial hair, and they can have their hair curl out from under their hat.
Yeah.
And we had a good GPA. If kids fall below a 2.0, because you have to have a 2.0 to be eligible.
Yeah.
And I'm speaking this for baseball. Our other coaches obviously dictate what they do. But for us, if you're below a 2.0, then you're required. There's tutoring requirements. There's study hall requirements. You miss practice to go do that because we're not going to schedule that around practice. Like we want you to miss practice to go do that, so that you'll make it a little bit more of an effort in the classroom. And so I think that all ties into the core values and just expecting the best out of them.
Mm-hmm.
People say kids are different nowadays. I feel like I'm only 32 years old. Like, I feel like I'm relatively close to these kids.
Yeah.
I don't think anything's different. I just think with COVID and with all this other stuff and and with everything that they have access to, I think it's just giving them a clear definition of what to expect.
Yeah.
And then hold them accountable to that.
Yeah. And that's exactly that, accountable.
Yeah.
Right there. It's not letting them get away with it.
100%.
And so that kind of leads me into, have you had any discipline issues? And if you did, how do you handle that?
Yeah, nothing big.
Nothing.
Just
normal kid stuff.
The normal baseball stuff. The biggest discipline stuff that we've had to deal with has probably been in the classroom.
Mm-hmm.
Getting and then general. In baseball we call it feel. A lot of just making some kids just don't know when to say, they don't know when to talk and don't know when not to talk.
I think that starts off when first year.
100%.
Yeah.
But no major discipline issues there. We do have to. The biggest stuff is just making sure that everybody's pulling the team in the right way.
Yeah.
And so. We have there have been some things we've had to address.
Yeah.
But it's been mainly to keep everybody pulling the rope the same way.
Right.
The biggest thing that I feel like we run into, or not, I'm not going to say we run, just coaches in general run into, is managing expectations. And so it's if we have a kid that comes in and he doesn't play as much as he thought he was going to.
Yeah.
We have to be really honest with that kid, and sometimes that hurts that kid's feelings.
Mm-hmm.
But I just feel like that's the best thing we can do is be extremely honest and
that's you can't coddle them because it's not preparing them for the outside world, and that's what you're also there to do is prepare them for the outside world.
100%. I mean, if you come play sports. If you come play baseball with us and just sports in general and college athletics, I mean, a lot of times you're putting in more hours than your mom and dad are working.
No doubt.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking 60 plus hours.
Mm-hmm.
Former coach from Mountain Home, Tim Carver, I was on the phone with him last night, and that's what we were talking about. It was the a lot of times in high school, on good high school programs and good college programs, I mean, you're talking between school, between weightlifting, between practice, between study hall, travel, you're talking 60 plus hours a week.
Yeah.
And so it's getting those kids adjusted to that, and we've got to do, and what we do is we rip the Band-Aid off. We give them about 2 weeks to acclimate.
Yeah.
And then we start traveling in the fall, and then like right now it's January. It's the end of January. On Thursday, we're headed to Bossier City, Louisiana, to go play baseball.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're going to miss class. They're going to miss all kinds of stuff, but they're still going to even though they miss that class, they're still responsible for turning that work in that day.
Yeah.
They don't get extra days because they miss class.
Yeah, yeah. That's just not how it works.
We got 1 minute.
We got 1 minute, and anything that I've missed that maybe you were wanting to bring up?
Recruiting. I mean, we really, we're really looking for cross-country runners.
Okay.
The softball coach, Coach B, is still recruiting softball players. If you're interested in cross-country, bass fishing, esports, any of our sports, But those are the three right now that we're really working on recruiting, is cross country, bass fishing, and esports. And Sarah Anderson is over our esports team, and Eli Powers is over our bass fishing team. And so if we could, that's the big thing we're looking for right now. And I'm actually about to start going out to a lot of these high schools and start trying to chum up some local talent and stuff.
Very good. Well, thank you for joining us this morning on the morning show, and you all be safe out there. The weather is coming, right, Scooter?
It is.
And it was good visiting with you, Spencer.
Absolutely.
Nice to meet you. You all have a great day. Be safe out there.